Hey everybody, it's PartyElite. Welcome you back to our humble little village with its bountiful fields just about ready for harvest, with its grand manor watching over all, and with the most ambitious people this land has ever seen. Folks, I should perhaps stop calling it a humble village. Look at just how glorious it is. I'm so very pleased with how this is all coming along, and I'm so very excited for our first ever harvest. It is right around the corner. We're just, 3 weeks and a couple days away, and then we'll find out very quickly that 81 wheat and 31 barley isn't enough to last us to the next harvest season. So at the beginning of next year, we'll probably want to put down a bunch of additional fields to tend to and actually take care of our population's needs, growing as it is. On the topic of things that need to be put down, another bandit camp has been sighted. Let's go ahead and take a look at where they're situated, and let's see if we can't find an alternate solution to sending our militia in. So they're over here in Nuslo, I'm guessing is how that's said, maybe roughly, approximately, but let's take a look at our mercenary options. Adelsball, so from home, and Selbitz. I thought Selbitz was actually right here. Ooh, you know what? The Baron's army comes from here. If I get the mercenaries to arrive at Selbitz, I should be able to still beat them and get the job done in no time. So sure, let's go ahead and get those mercenaries arriving at Selbitz. A couple brigands for hire. That's all well and good. 2 versus 1. This should be easy. Let's sign the contract and let's go ahead and bring these boys in. Let's go. I care even less for their lives. I mean, regular mercenaries, yeah, I've paid for their lives, etc., etc. But brigands for hire? I mean, come on. Back to our town, though, folks. Let's talk about things that I do care about. This family was rather inefficiently left assigned to this farmhouse, because you might recall this field over here was at 98% sown for quite some time, and I said, okay, we'll leave that one family assigned, and when this hits 100%, we'll go ahead and unassign them. But of course, I forgot. What's life without a couple of inefficiencies from time to time, right? We'll be fine. We'll be fine. And on the topic of efficiencies, let's take a look at our market here. I think the situation is actually pretty all right. Food variety is decent. You can see that we have quite a decent number of eggs, vegetables, meats coming through, some berries as well, but we'll lose access to berries pretty soon. The bread. Once the bread comes, I think we'll be in a pretty good spot relatively consistently, as long as we can get some bakeries going. Now, I did realize, unfortunately, we can't actually build backyard bakeries because Adelsball has not upgraded in the right direction to unlock them. I need 2 development points, one to get me to the heavy plow, which was the plan anyway, and then one to get me to bakeries. So bakeries are still a ways away, but that's not a problem, because rather than having these backyard bakeries, we can still build the communal oven. So this will provide us with bread, but first, well, there's a whole process, and we'll get into it once the harvest actually starts. Nonetheless, I think once the bread comes, we'll be in a good position, but you can see how, the eggs are actually getting quite far. If we had just maybe 1 more chicken coop, maybe 2, we'll be okay. Or maybe we just need another food stall. If I take a look at what's actually in our stockpiles, we do have a handful of eggs still, lingering in a granary somewhere, or in someone's basement somewhere. So maybe 1 more stall would do the trick, or maybe just another chicken coop would do the trick. So previously I was talking about putting down a bunch of chicken coops over here, but now I'm wondering if we do like 2 chicken coops and a goat shed, just so we have more leather, because I think on that front we could use a bit of, we could definitely use more hides to turn to leather, to turn to boots. I think that's probably a good idea, because clothing is in a pretty rough spot. Clothing is actually in a very rough spot, truth be told. Now, the yarn that's being produced from the wool is being distributed as clothing right now, so that's okay. I would rather it get converted into cloaks at our tailor's shop, but one way or another, it does count as clothing, so people's needs are being met. In the interest of trying to unlock the bakery sooner rather than later, why don't we go ahead and upgrade some more of these burgage plots while their needs are met? And it seems as though the tavern is currently empty. No, right, I'm going to need some ale. I do have some ale, that's good. It just needs to be delivered, I suppose. Fair enough. Delivered and distributed, and as soon as we can, we'll go ahead and upgrade a few more of these, oh, speak of the devil, perfect timing. So what do we have? Do we have any other shops? We've got this brewery over here. Let's go ahead and upgrade you to level 3. And why don't we go ahead and upgrade this brewery as well, or the Fletcher's shop. Sure, upgrade you to level 3 as well. Because again, we need 3 level 3 burgage plots for our next settlement level, which is small town. So we'll officially stop being not just humble, but also village, and then we will become a town. Now, hopefully, our mercenaries are going to town on these brigands. Really, still marching over, eh? Still making their way over. It's a long march. But we're going to beat the Baron's men for sure, so not too much to be concerned about just quite yet. Alright, where were we? Right, more houses. We have 34 families right now with 39 living spaces available. I don't need to put more housing down. Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm just thinking about securing additional hides and stuff. And you know what? I think it's time to use the trading post. It was pointed out to me that I'm such a wealthy region. Why am I not actually using trade? And you're right. I guess I fall into wanting to be self-sustaining. That's my default. I want to be self-sustaining. But you're absolutely right. Why don't we go ahead and maybe import the leather directly? I need to establish a route. It's not that expensive or anything, all things considered, you know, relatively speaking. Or I could get, you know, if I get the hides, then I'd actually be able to keep people employed at the tannery, and they'd sell the leather, which I don't mind. Yeah, sure. Why don't we get the hides? Go ahead and import. Let's say we aim for 15. Reasonably affordable. We want to keep an eye out, though. Obviously, we do have bows on the way out. We got 79 right now. We're trying to maintain a surplus of 35. So yeah, we really got to ship those goods faster. More families at the trading post would help with that. It's been suggested that we pause the production of bows, but I should point out that we can't do that. It's a Fletcher's shop. So there's a person living in this home who's an excellent Fletcher, and so he keeps making those Fletchers. That's his job. That's his vocation, I suppose. That's his occupation. So I can't assign him to anything else because he counts as an artisan family, or his family counts as an artisan family. So heads up, I can't just stop doing that. But that's okay, because if I ever needed more archers, I have the equipment for it, and I guess I've got the manpower for it too. What are you guys up to? Ooh, look at this location. Oh, this would be an interesting one to establish a town in. Like a natural position for a keep up over here. You like pop your manor up there, I guess, and oh, this is a fun part of the map. Anyway, go ahead and shed some blood on it. Return to our town. Really gives you a sense of scale when troops have to march that far, eh? Really gives you a sense of scale. It's been, what, it was 23 days when we recruited them, so it's been 8 days, right? Am I doing my math right? It's been 8 days they've been marching. 8 days straight. Not just marching, but running. Do we have any stall space left over here? We do. 3 free stall locations. It's been suggested to me, by the way, that I can, in fact, expand the market up over here, and it would be entirely fitting. Some of you mentioned having market stalls butted up against church walls and stuff like that, and it's a very, you know, common sight, actually. So that's great to hear. So we can, in fact, expand our market a bit out here and over here as well. But I do like the idea as well of expanding it out over here, or perhaps even placing a market over here to make use of this space. So we got a couple of cool spots that would make sense for creating this like grand market space. I'm actually very on board with that. And at the same time, of course, we'll keep expanding out this way. Well, the road here is also quite large. And I wonder if it's because we've had so many burgage plots put down that it kind of like draws that traffic in. I'm curious. Oh, seems though the battle has begun. Indeed it has. Brigand on brigand violence. My favorite kind. Whoever loses, we win. Love the fighting. I wonder if I should try a little something here. Let's pull you back. Pull back. Go around and get a little flanking maneuver in. Because, you know, we are losing some men, but like I said, whoever loses, we win. I'm not too fussed about that. But yes, let's get a rear charge in and see if we can't break these guys. guy's just going in there with a club, basically. Alright, their morale is dropping. Pretty hard. Corpses near, recent losses, army power balance, surrounded by trees isn't helping either. Yeah, we got a good rear charge in them. That was good. Their experience is helping, and they had the high ground against at least one of my units, but not for much longer. They'll break. There we go. Any second now. How are we looking? Yeah, our morale's alright. There's our victory. Beauty. Beauty. Now where's that camp? There it is. Off they flee. Beauty. Alright. Go ahead and tell them to actually get that bandit camp looted and turn our attention back now to our town. Still August, so we still have some time before harvest begins. How are we looking in terms of the forager hut and the hunting camp? We are below our limit, so let's unassign the family there. Fair enough. We'll leave them unassigned for the time being. It's just, what, 7 days? Just about a week's time. That's all well and good. We have, what, 34... Plenty of living spaces. Got one spot there. Spot here. And this one, I think, actually only has one family when it could have two. Ah. Look at the... I mean, I absolutely love the Tier 3 housing. Now, I like all the housing. Like, I like all the tiers of housing, sure. But the Tier 3 housing is so big. There used to be a pub that I'd go to all the time that looked like this. And it just... It hits that nostalgia for me. It is unfortunately no longer a pub, but it used to be one of my favorite haunts. I absolutely love this kind of style. I love how it looks, and I love how the game has captured the aesthetic in these massive structures. And look how big they are. Look how big they are. Many of you have commented on the size comparison going on between neighbors, I'm sure. But it's great. And, like, you know, if I take a peek down the road like this, look at that. I can't wait until this entire street is just Tier 3 housing. So excited. Oh, there's our message from the bandit camp, I'm sure. This belongs to my treasury now. Thank you very much. And before we even hit that next payment date, let's go ahead and disband these brigands. Thank you for your service. Be gone. Good stuff. Good stuff. Now I can upgrade some of these guys as well. Honestly, the thing is, I could put... If I wanted those goat sheds and chicken coops, I can put them back here. I can put them back here. They just... It just feels... What happened there? Oh, I'm just spotting the army because it's going through some trees, or going in and out of some trees, I guess. I just don't feel like... Right next to the marketplace, I'd much rather have, like... I don't know, a joiner's workshop, or another tailor or something, you know? Or eventually bakeries. It just feels more right next to the market. But that doesn't stop me from actually upgrading the houses, though. This one's just about done. And once that's done, actually, that'll give us access to our next upgrade. Look at that. That's great. That's great. There you have it. Settlement level increased. Let's go ahead and secure ourselves our heavy plow, and then chase after the bakeries. I think that's what makes the most sense given how we've developed so far. And watch me have regrets about not taking irrigation and being hit by a drought next year or something. But that's a chance I'm willing to take, I suppose. See, in our next town over, which I have, by the way, again, received name suggestions for. I think I have one picked out. Thank you very much for that. But in that town, we're going to chase after charcoal burning, deep mining, and then basic armor making. And then maybe we'll chase after advanced armor making and master armor making, we'll see. But we definitely want to get to deep mining and armor making, and I don't know what else we'll focus on there. You know, I don't know if it's going to be a trade hub or if it's going to have orchards or whatnot, but that's a conversation for later. The conversation for now involves the heavy plow. So we'll upgrade and get a plowing station at our farmhouse, and that'll allow us to get the oxen to plow larger fields faster. And it'll also help use the oxen to bring the crops back to storage. So, heavy plow it shall be. And with that, let's go ahead and turn our attention back to a couple things. First of all, you will secure for us additional oxen. Get it right up to 8. Yes, I want that many oxen. We can afford it, and I think we need it. We need to be operating much more efficiently. Farmhouse, let's go ahead and add the plowing station. Plowing, 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 plowing. And at this sheep farm, slowly collecting wool right now. I suppose we could assign an additional family, but I would much rather get the farmhouse construction done and then get the families assigned in time for this harvest. We have 4 days. Will the upgrade be done in 4 days' time? Perhaps not. Perhaps that was ill-timed, but you know what? I'll take it. It's fine. I'll take it. And this lighting. Rain about to come through, perhaps? Spoil some of our crops? We gotta be on top of it. We gotta make sure we're moving all that stuff to a nice, safe place. Oh, there's the rain, the first of it. There we go. I love how it gradually comes in. Love how it gradually comes in. And I think in September we'll want to get some more construction going. Where can we unassign people from, actually, when the time comes for... Oh, you know what? I should have somebody working at the malt house. Do we have any malt? We don't. We don't have malt, we can't make ale. We have some ale. That ale actually lasted us a long time. That ale lasted us a very long time. I need to stop making so many artisan families. I need to start keeping some tier 1 families that can do all these jobs, because I've certainly like leveled up too quickly. Certainly have. Need more people working more of these regular jobs. How are we looking in terms of needs? Fuel's good. Fuel's looking great. Fuel's looking perfect, actually, so that's good. Food variety. Eggs have dropped in count. Maybe one more chicken coop wouldn't hurt. Clothing's still a problem. Especially down over here. Alright. Looks like the farmhouse has been upgraded just in time. Let's go ahead and assign all 3 families. No unassigned families to guide the ox. Alright, let's assign... Actually, if I... Permanent livestock assignment. See if that does the trick for us. And where can I pull someone away from? Do we even have hides to currently turn into leather? We do. We just, we're importing them now. Dyer's workshop. Do we have berries? 1. So no one at the Dyer's workshop for the time being. We'll leave that family unassigned. Weaver's workshop will keep working away because I believe we do have wool. Not a lot, but we have some. Alright, good stuff, good stuff. And hopefully some more families move in as well. We got 1 at the Fletcher's shop, or is that just an old family that's moving back into their old home? We'll see. Keep an eye out for it. Alright. Off we go to harvest. And then the windmill. So basically what's going to happen now is we're going to gather wheat and we're going to gather barley. We're going to bring it to the farmhouse. The wheat will be ground down into grain at the farmhouse. It'll be processed into grain at the farmhouse. And then it'll be taken to the windmill where it'll be processed into flour. And then that flour needs to be processed into bread. Now, the windmill does get less and less efficient the more buildings there are around it. There are a few factors that determine its efficiency, so if I put more buildings around it, it will start to get less efficient. But I wonder how much harm an additional... Like, what's a communal oven going to do? Is it going to be that bad? Probably not. Probably fine. Can I fit one in here is the other question, though. So, where is the communal oven? Yeah, we can just pop it down here. What do I want to put a stable down here? Now, I'll put one down over here, as previously planned. Bread gets made here, gets transported to the granary, then gets distributed. That sounds good to me. All right. Pop you down. Like so. Or right up against the road. Right up against the road, why not? Sure. Another clothing stall just got built. Excellent. From the tailor. Excellent, excellent. So hopefully we have some cloaks coming through then. Not yet, but soon, hopefully. Got the dyes at least. We'll get there. Oh yeah, you can see the ox is being brought through. Barley's being harvested. Wheat's been harvested. So next season, we're going to get some more wheat here. This one's going to be put fallow, and this one's going to be put fallow as well. But we're going to put down additional fields, of course, to make up for the fallow fields. Because this alone isn't, like, I'm pretty sure these numbers aren't enough. I'm pretty sure we're going to need more, so we'll put some more fields down. Now the question is, do I expand this way, or do I expand this way? I mean, this way, there's barley fertility, so I'll want to do that. But you'll see we've actually lost a bit of barley fertility here. And if we look at emmer fertility, still looking good, actually. Maybe I don't need to leave this fallow. But I won't chance it. I won't chance it. Alright, maybe we turn this not fallow, but to wheat instead in the next part of the rotation. And then go fallow. And then flip back to barley. Try that. I did get some suggestions in the comments as to you know, recommendations of how to do it. I'll take a look at that recommendation again and see if that perhaps works better for us. This will be wheat next time. And I'll need at least a field as large. Lots of barley fertility here for now. Maybe we do, yeah, maybe we do wheat here and barley here. I mean, again, I'm planning ahead a little bit. Well, quite a bit, actually. We don't have to put those fields down until March, basically. But I also want to make sure we're keeping an eye on our population. I want to make sure that it's grown large enough to sustain the additional families needed to tend to those additional fields. We did quite well. We did quite well this season, I think. Logging camp, how you looking? Pretty topped up, eh? I gotta build some stuff just to get rid of that timber. What do I build? More housing. One use of resources. Of course, we have the communal oven. That takes a couple of timber. We just need some free oxen. What to build? What to build? Again, I'm going to take a look at the bloomery and the smithy and stuff at the next, like, town over, so to speak, the next region, because that's where the iron deposit is. So I think it makes the most sense to kind of hang tight on some of that stuff. Why don't we go ahead and build some more houses? Oh, right. We're going to need a pack station soon as well. As soon as we establish the second settlement, we're going to want the pack station to get goods moving. Well, I say as soon as, but there is a reason to wait. There are reasons to wait. All right. I want to get some more interesting shapes going over here, and I'm not sure exactly what I want in these backyards, but I know I want something. Goat sheds, chicken coops, something. Let's take a quick look at this market. Food variety. Got 20 eggs. They go a decently long way. I think we could use another chicken coop, maybe 2, and then maybe another goat shed or 2. So, how do I want to do this? How do I want to make this a bit more interesting? Like, if I just do this kind of a thing, right? Like that's all right, actually. Populate that. That's kind of interesting. Certainly interesting shapes. Or what if we do something more like this? What if I get you like here, right? This building there, we'll get another one back there, and maybe 2 more here or something. We get like a road down the middle or something. Let's try it. Let's try it. Still maximizing the use of space, still not allowing space to go to waste, but having a more interesting layout, I suppose. Sure. Pop you down there. Too small. Small. Okay, what if I reduce you? Gives me an expansion, not a backyard. Finding the limits over here. There we go. So I have a house, an expansion, and a backyard. That sounds good to me. Let's do it. Over here. This is going to be too small, isn't it? Yeah. So what if I do something like that? Sure. Let's get the road coming up this way. over to here. Or do I put the plot down first? Sorry. Want to make sure I get that that backyard. There we go. This way so we conform to the shape of the road a bit more. Yeah, that feels good. And then we have the expansion as well, so an additional family can move in over here. So what are we thinking? Like a chicken coop, goat shed, or something like that. Sure. Pop you like so. Yeah. That should be nice. That'll be a nice break in the pattern, I think, you know? We'll see how it comes together, obviously. But otherwise, let's see the situation up over here. Harvesting away. Are you already starting to, plow? Now is not the time. Now is not the time. Speed time up a little bit. These guys are actually unhappy for quite some time now. Approval will fall if not fulfilled. Clothing stall supply. Okay. That's not great. That's been up for a while now. Yeah, clothing is actually not so nice, truth be told. We got a couple of cloaks, actually, so that's good. If only the distribution had greater reach. Let's see if time goes on a little bit further, if things get better. It's ironic, it's the tailor's shop, so the irony is palpable. Right, new family has started moving into the cobbler's shop over here. Cool, good stuff, good stuff. Yeah, most concerned about these needs not being met. Linen yarn. See how it plays out. Over here at the farmhouse, still harvesting away, it looks like, still collecting resources. Where'd everybody go? Just want to keep an eye on when all the harvesting is done. Harvest is done. Harvest is almost done. Bringing out the carts. Bringing some back, yep. Barley gets put right in here, yeah. Excellent. It's just great seeing all these people at work. Just, I don't know, there's something really cool about, like, yeah, the intensity of harvest season and stuff, and you see it all come alive. This corner of the town, which for so very long has sat quietly, waiting. Oh, is that guy going out to plow? I think so, yeah. A little early, buddy. A little early. We'll have to unassign them from the farmhouse. Well, rather, not really, because we do want the wheat to be turned into grain. Hopefully he'll come back and join in the activities here. I think 3 families makes sense. I'm wondering if I should flip one over to the malt house so we can process the barley as well. Or if I just wait for another family to show up. We'll see. This clothing stall situation isn't great. Everyone's got cloaks now though, so that's cool. Well, all these guys have cloaks. That's cool. What's my cobbler shop doing over here? They've got leather. Just gotta turn it into something. Just gotta turn it into something that we can actually use. And there you have it. We got the grain forming. Being processed. Forming, as if it just, the wheat just sits there and it becomes grain. Only. What about the saw pit? Do we need anyone at the saw pit? 21 planks? I think we're good. No more saw pit. Get someone at the malt house instead. Cool. You know what? At the farmhouse, let's go ahead and we'll keep the livestock there. Have we received all of our oxen? Certainly not. They're hopefully on their way here soon. Oh hey, the trees continue to grow. Cool. Let's speed time up a little bit. Keep an eye on the farmhouse here. I'm just trying to figure out if I want to, for example, reduce a family from here and pop it into the windmill. October, so hopefully new families will arrive soon as well. There we go, beautiful. Into the brewery. No one into the new empty houses, eh? Crops have been rotated as well. Good stuff. Again, there's gonna be snow and everything. I'm not in a rush. Much rather get these folks. Working on the grain, working on the wheat. Stop plowing. Stop it. Focus. Alright, we got some moving to the mill. Good stuff. I wonder if they're just going to prioritize plowing. In which case, maybe I should in fact have, yeah, you permanently assigned. There's a communal oven done. That's good. At least we have some flour being prepared. We can get some at the communal oven, turning that into bread. Alright. Good stuff, good stuff. Construction over here has begun. Excellent. Over here, yeah, it's so nice to see these tall buildings. Again, a few more upgrades are available. I could expand living space a bit more, but I don't want to. I want people to move in to the new plots where I can build new backyard extensions. These guys are all covered, yeah. Again, I wanted these guys to be the bakery, but maybe we just make them into. Nah, I can be patient. I can be patient. Speed time up a little bit. Immediately saying I can be patient. Immediately after saying I can be patient. You're good. Wish they'd come back. Maybe I should have set these to fallow so that they wouldn't go and plow them. It's okay. Don't also sow them. Interesting. I must be missing something. I must be missing something here. To change prioritization. Nonetheless, I hope they come back here and get to work. Here comes the winter as well. It's gonna get real harsh. How are we looking at the communal oven? Cooking away in the rain. Where are you going, buddy? Oh, you know what? He might be carrying that flour all the way to the granary. He is. No, no. Don't do that. Don't need flour, I don't need grain, I just need bread. I just need bread. I don't think I need a granary over here. They can just take it from the mill right to the communal oven. All we need. Hopefully we'll see this emptied out soon enough. Hey, our first bread. Good stuff. Okay. It's already accounted for. I'm guessing these guys are still upset because they don't have their clothing stall supply met. Right, new families moved in to this burgish plot over here. Fair enough, fair enough. We're now at 39 families, so it's a good thing we've got this construction happening. Hopefully at least one of them will get done soon. I imagine all the resources have been delivered to some of them. Looks like it. Got a couple of families unassigned. They're getting the work done. Yeah, good stuff. Excellent. Yeah, looks like we're getting the movement of goods we need. Alright. Still sewing away. Right. Hopefully once they're done sowing, they'll return here. Surely the crop growth is all lost when the winter hits. I've been predicting an alright harvest though, so that's gotta go down, right? When it starts to snow. That's gotta go down. But yeah, looks like we are seeing the goods get processed, so that's good. Yeah, I'm not even fussed about food variety. It's clothing. It's all clothing. Now, how are we looking in terms of leather? Well, we got 12 hides. What's our tannery looking like? Just the one family. It's like I need another one, just so I can have one that doesn't have a market. And now we've got families requesting more market stalls, or market area for their stalls, because we've topped up. Okay, fair enough. Let's go ahead and establish, as suggested, markets going right up against the church. Ah, it's not big enough. Alright, we can fit 2 markets there. Again, just trying to create that sprawl, you know? I have these massive areas that I could do it in, but I want to try and create the sprawl as best as possible. Alright. Sure. Do that. How much bread do we actually have? That's just the one. What's at the granary? Another family moving in, excellent. And yeah, we are storing bread here. We'll see what kind of resources we get at the granary and what kind of goods we start to sell. If that bread actually starts to be sold. Alright, these plots have been completed. Family moving into this one. So let's go ahead and get ourselves which? The goat shed first, the chicken coop first. Well, all of these are ready, so. All of these are ready. So. 4 eggs in storage. 25 at the market. A little bit more probably wouldn't hurt. Sure, I think 1 more chicken coop. So let's get this as the chicken coop. And then these will be the goat sheds. Sure. Because then we have, you know, the supply of hides over here. They get stored over here, hopefully, taken to the tannery, and then brought back here to be turned into shoes. So these goats are able to see their future from where they stand. Nothing dark about that at all. Hopefully that works out nicely. Alright, all these guys' needs are being met. That's great. Simpler times. All their needs are being met. Clothing as well. Alright. Fair enough. I'll absolutely take it. We have room for... Actually, it looks like we're topped up. Looks like we're topped up. So why don't we go ahead and... first of all, unassign the forager. We could start some hunting again, actually. This has been filled up, so let's get some hunting going. All the flour is ready. That's 104 flour. Communal oven is baking away. I'm tempted to get another granary, and in that one store only bread, so we make sure to have an actual bread stall. But looks like bread is being sold just outside the church. I feel like that's kind of fitting. Look at that, you can actually see the bread. That's great. How about a little bit of body of Christ, right? I like it. I like how it feels. It feels legit to me. It feels pretty good to me. I like that. Alright, cool. Excellent. How are we feeling in terms of the distribution of these families? Oh, you know what? No one's living in these two. Huh. It's just this one. Alright, fair enough. So we still have room for a few more people. Hopefully they'll come through soon. That's my bad. I thought I saw the, Oh, it looks like this one's been occupied. No, hold on. Yeah, okay, so these two are now occupied. Alright. Just a matter of time then. And it's just a chicken coop that's fallen behind, which is fine, because that's the one that we probably need the least. This guy's requirements still not met. Why are they struggling so much? Why are clothes getting all the way down to here, but not over to there? See what I mean? We'll get it figured out. We'll get it figured out. As soon as we get more leather coming through. At the tannery, let's assign an additional family. Because we have, I'm sure, plenty of hides. We got 11 hides. 15 hides now. Not nearly enough leather. So this can surely be sorted. The cobbler's got some leather sitting there. Okay, looks like they're slowly turning it into shoes. They've got to be, right? Because we got plenty of shoes here. Yeah, it really is just about getting it to the market. Alright. Got a firewood stall, firewood, and clothing. One clothing stall. Currently selling leather and cloaks. I think it's time for another storehouse. The other option might be actually to say this storehouse... Let's try this. Let me experiment with something here. Let's say you can't store shoes. What happens then? Will this cobbler and this cobbler start up their own markets? That's the test here. That's the test. We'll see if the request comes up. It might not, but we'll see. Making bread. Not able to stockpile it because it's being consumed too quickly. Like, yeah, we really have to build significantly larger fields and get a lot more families involved in the farming and stuff if we're going to share it with our next town over. That's the hope. I mean, again, these guys can take care of themselves a little bit. They've got a rich berry deposit. They've got wild animals as well. So they are able to sustain themselves at a minimal level. But I do want to have, like, the bread basket and, you know, the iron basket. Iron something. There's something out there. But I want that to work. I want to get that set up before we expand like that. So you still got a bunch of shoes. I don't know if they'll empty out the shoes that they already have. How's this cobbler's workshop doing? So you got some shoes. New family moving in. This plot over here. Excellent. Guess we have room for some expansions. Expand both of those. We have room for one more stall. So close. Yep, keep bringing in hides. What's our barley situation looking like? 9 barley. How much malt do we have? No malt. Malt house, what are you doing? Are you selling barley? No. You're running a food stall. You're transporting flour. Oh, no, okay. That family. You are transporting what? What are you bringing? Barley. Okay, cool. I want to see where this guy goes. Gets in there. Gets to work. Alright, excellent. So we are working. Beautiful. Just wanted to make sure. I was a little nervous. Because, you know, I look at the opportune moment to see zeros and I get like, are things not happening? No, they are, though. They are. And look at that. We actually got some piles of bread momentarily there at the communal oven. Food's looking good, actually. 21 bread. Okay, cool. Let's zoom out a little bit and get a good sense of what things are looking like. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. A lot of people are getting bread. Carrots, eggs, few berries left over. 23 bread. 23 bread. And how much... oh, wow. Still a lot of flour. Okay. Hang on. That changes things. Are we really... are we actually on top of this? Is this actually working? If I assign another family over here... How quickly can we make bread? Now, you don't need to work here anymore. Because we've ground all the flour. Let's get this up to 3, actually. And let's turn our attention to this cobbler's shop again. Are you just stockpiling shoes? No. So they're going somewhere. Okay, you're peddling. From this clothing stall. And you're selling shoes, okay. Yeah, I still wonder if I should get another large storehouse over here that only focuses on shoes, so some family, you know, sets up a clothing stall. Or it only focuses on clothing, so some family sets up a clothing stall. Let's try it. What's the worst that could happen? If we don't like it, we get rid of it. So let's get a storehouse set up over here like so. Can I get a road through here? No, I can't. Just a little too wide. But I can get a road up this way, get a granary, get a storehouse. Yeah, sure. Let's try it. Pop you down there, let's go. And we'll see about the granary as well. Like, yeah, maybe we just get a bunch of families selling bread. Like, where do you work? At the communal oven. Good stuff. Good stuff, good stuff. And let's go ahead and build a few more spots for stalls. Over here by the well. 4 locations available. If we go a bit higher, can we? No, we can't. Not actually. Alright, let's get the 4 stall locations over here. Market's right outside the church. That'll be good. What do I need? I need 7 more level 3 or higher brigage plots. That's not impossible, actually. Do we need blanks? Yes, we do. Of course we do. So, let's get a family assigned to the saw pit once more. Make sure we leave some construction reserve. And how are we looking as far as oxen are concerned? Where are my other ox? I wonder if I stop pulling in more sheep. Oh, we've got the 1 coming through. Let's see what happens when we hit that 30. Like, what's the life cycle of a sheep, you know? Got the family assigned here. Let's actually unassign, because in the winter you can't shear sheep. So all the wool we have right now is all the wool we're going to have, which is 0. But we've got 48 yarn. That's got to be worth something, right? This tailor shop is hopefully getting that yarn. 6 yarn sitting in the storehouse, yeah. Another 42 over here. Okay. What if I assign another family over here? What if you stopped selling the yarn? Well, you know what? Cancel that. Cancel that. Because this storehouse has... This is the storehouse for all the clothing. Is it just too far? And it's not able to keep up supply. Because the clothing demand is the worst. Or the clothing supply, I should say, is the worst. Other option is to upgrade this storehouse and make room for even more families, but this second one hasn't established a marketplace, and I wonder why that is. Plenty of shoes here to sell. Plenty of shoes to sell. And if we got this food stall coming from this communal oven, and there's no reason the storehouse couldn't make a clothing stall as well, right? Maybe it's just a matter of time. Maybe it's just a matter of time. Unassign from there? Yeah, we have quite a few families. I just have to stay on top of assigning and unassigning. How's the hunting going? A little too well. Unassign those families. Let's take a look at the saw pit real quick. Working away. Alright, good. This stuff speed time up a little bit. Almost March, actually. So we need to really consider the field situation. Go ahead and extend you further. Let's go. Get our field. Again, we were able to harvest and everything, so 0.9 worked. I believe it was 0.9. So that worked nicely. Go ahead and do that. The emmer. And then for barley, we have a decent bit of fertility over here. Oops. Point 7. 0.8. 0.8 works too. Sure. Hopefully that's attached right. Yeah. Alright. Pop you down. You are going to be barley. Wheat fallow. You're going to be wheat. I'm wondering if I do... Yeah, wheat fallow. Wheat. Wish I had better flax fertility. Wouldn't mind some flax, get some linen out of it. Use that linen to produce more clothes. Or at least just get the linen to sell more clothes at the market stalls. Meet more people's needs. Where is this bandit camp? All the way out here at Nuslo. Let's take a look at our mercenary options. Oh, come on. What are the chances? The Ravenous Vultures, 110. Sounds good to me. Let's get them in. Let's go. Not all that expensive. God knows I can afford it. Yeah, that's good. Oh, these are massive fields. Do a few smaller ones over here for more barley, I think. But I'm starting to wonder now the extents of these fields, like rather what the extents of these fields need to be. 15 bread right now. Okay, 24 total stored between here and here. Okay. Still a bunch of flour left, so maybe I don't need that extra wheat field. That's such a huge surplus. That's such a huge surplus. How much does bread sell for? 4. Okay. Alright, something to think about. And then what do I do actually? Do I go ahead and upgrade these guys to level 3? Do I go ahead and make them into bakeries? Or do I want more cobblers and tailors? What do we have? I got 48 yarn. You know what? Let's get another tailor going. Now, do I want you out there or do I want you back here? I have to upgrade you first. Alright, let's get a tailor over here. Got the cobbler. We'll get a tailor as well. Level that up to 3. So we kind of have a nice market street, I guess. When street naming eventually begins. When did street naming begin, actually? I'm curious now. Because I imagine, I mean, that's how streets are named. Like, Wall Street is called Wall Street because there used to be a wall along that street. And so it's Wall Street. There's no longer a wall, but it keeps its name. So, you know, this would be like Market Street or something. Yeah, this would be like Church Street because this is the main road to the church or whatever. That kind of stuff. You know? The bread path. I don't know. This clay pit over here has been waiting for the rest of that deposit to be emptied out. I mean, hey, I'm going to need tiles and stuff soon. Mine away, sure. Because upgrading to level 3 requires the clay tiles, which I don't have that many of. Oh, hang on. Do I hear the battle? I believe I do. Alright, cool. Pull you back. Go ahead and secure that at the same time. Belongs to my treasury, thank you very much. Where is that other unit? Let's go. And this time I want to see the hit to their morale happen. As opposed to the cinematic camera, I want to see the hit to their morale. Already under half. Oh, they're taking so many losses. They're going to break probably before the engagement even begins. In comes the charge. I know they're already broken. There it is. Quick work. Very quick work. Away they go. Another job well done with nothing but my treasury. Oh, how I treasure it. Almost March, almost time for the farmhouse to be topped up. Quite a few new families to pull into it now as well, so that's good. Let's see if we can get any clay mining done. Mining? You mine clay? You collect clay? No, it's done at a mining pit, and you're technically mining it. In a way, you're taking it out of the ground. But is that the term we still use? Yeah, this family has still not built a shop. Waiting. What for? Dyes, probably. Well, resources in general, yarn and dyes. So I guess that means that we did in fact make some cloaks. They've been sold. I mean, we saw some being sold, so that's all well and good. There's a tailor's shop here now as well. Working on cloaks, but we don't have the resources for it, right? We don't have yarn, we need dye. Trading post, let's go ahead and bring in berries. Let's bring in the berries because they're dirt cheap. And we can then make them into dyes. We can export the dyes. I don't know if I need to. Like, I don't know if I just hold on to all of it. We stopped exporting it. And that way we can kind of see the balance of what we need to supply to our people. What I need right now is for this trader to come through with these berries so we can turn them into dyes. Tannery over here without any hides to work with, I assume. No, we got 4 hides, okay. Alright, alright. Where are those hides, though? Did they just arrive? They must have just arrived. Fair enough. This guy's formed a stall. It's a clothing stall. Okay, good. Finally! Yes! I'm gonna chalk that up as a win. I'm gonna chalk that up as a win. Good stuff. Good stuff. So we might actually start supplying enough clothing over here finally. I like that you can't just like plop them down. There's a couple of marketplace structures that you can plop down. The firewood cart and the food cart to manage the most essentials. But everything else, yeah, there's a bit of relying on your villagers and their needs. So we got the 2 food stalls over here. Excellent. Where do you work? You're a baker. You're a baker. Okay, so we should be getting a lot more bread here. And this clothing stall is again from the warehouse worker over here. So hopefully we'll see hopefully we'll see the movement of some of those shoes. We got 90 pairs of shoes. We got 90 pairs of shoes. Let's try and move some, shall we? Let's try and move some. What are we looking at? If I look at the market, yeah, we can definitely do better than this. We can definitely do better than this. In terms of food, we got 65 bread. Alright, folks, you know what? I think we're ready. I think we're ready to expand into our next region. I did not think that would be enough of a harvest, but how wrong I was. Alright, that might be the first thing we do next time. Folks, I hope you enjoyed this session. I most certainly did. Our town continues to grow. I love the kind of breakup we have in the corner there now, close to the trees on the right. That changes the shape of stuff. That's nice. I'm going to keep that going as we expand further and further to the left as well. But it is time for now to say farewell to this winter wonderland and make some plans for our expansion. Of course, we're going to kick off another sowing season, but with how much bread we have, we might actually last all the way to the next harvest season. So, yeah, I think we're able to sustain 2 villages on what we have so far. We'll see. We'll see. Those are famous last words, I know. But I'm excited to try. Either way, folks, I hope you enjoyed this session. If you did, you know what to do. Let me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. As always, it makes a very big difference in letting me know what people are enjoying on the channel, letting me know what I should do more or less of, how I should go about doing it. And I do read through all the comments, so if you have any feedback, suggestions, thoughts, whatever it might be, drop them, and I'll see them. With that said, as always, a massive thanks goes out to all of the channel members and patrons who've been supporting the channel on a monthly basis. Y'all keep us alive and running smoothly. And of course, a big old thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, cheers.